left behind 11 years ago the humidity, mosquitoes, lakes, streams, and miles of forest in the Adirondacks, New York, to the man-made aqueducts, sunny sky, dry, and high elevations of Colorado. At first I noticed that the horizon was bigger, an account that the trees were far and few between. The moon is much larger here, and I assume the sun is closer to us as well. Breathing was difficult, and I felt like I was in a constant state of dehydration. You need to drink a couple quarts a day here. Funny thing is, I do not remember drinking water back in New York. Everything seems to have a sharp point here. The rocks, grasses, vegetation. The grass is the color of the wheat, and the stone was not gray, but red, yellow, blue, and even brown. The mountains are not smooth boulders, but rough and unstable slabs of stone, slipping under your feet as you walk. The soil seemed to be dust and hardened clay. I took many photos over the years and learned to appreciate Colorado even more. It gets hot here, and the sky is blue most of the year. However, it is a blue that pales in comparison to that of a sky near great bodies of water. The winters seem long, but the snow only remains for a moment. The sun never is really far away in Colorado.
Hey there, Canadian Conquistador again. Hola, ¿cómo está? Bien, YouTube. Today's video is going to be on photography. About 4, 5, 6 years ago, I was in a photography class at Colorado Christian University, and I just felt like I should archive these photos for my own personal use, but feel free to check them out yourself. Hope you enjoy them. If you like this video, like and subscribe down below. Thank you.
Okay, so this first one is Valley of the Shadow of Death. That's biblical, obviously. It shows a dark figure, lost perhaps, with a river to his left and a barricade to his right, and everything's gloomy, but there is light in the path, as you can see represented by the cross. This next photograph depicts a person, all about himself. There's nothing outside himself that could be controlling his life. Everything is self-ruled and regulated from his inner side. In other words, a person with no hopes outside himself. This next photo is about selfishness. Pushing other things away, always wanting things. Our needs are never satisfied. There is truly only one way to satisfy the soul, and it is not through things. And in this next photo, we show what selfishness and self typically leads to is ruin, destruction, decay. Here it shows a man just lying broken on his back on some rocks, completely in ruin. And it would seem that most of the time, our actions, our self-imposed actions, are what really weigh us down spiritually. Here you can see a man with all this guilt, all this stuff on his back. It's all been self-imposed through actions he may have taken. And in this next image, I tried to have the mask represent one's own beliefs and personas and the personality we want others to see us at. But we truly know that our real self is very little exposure. We are self-exiled within our masks. walking bridge is kind of dystopic to me. It's a man sitting on a bridge looking up in the sky with all these sharp, dark shadows. He's almost like looking at his last moments on Earth before maybe a nuclear explosion or something happened. That's just what I get out of it. This next photo was shot on the Boulder River during a flood where it brought these rocks up and into this branch exactly how you see it. I didn't rig this, I just took the photo. It's pretty, I just like it. It's a strong image. And again, this is another image that I took down by the Boulder River in Boulder, Colorado. It's during the flood when they had everything fenced off, and I just like the effect of it in black and white. As we continue, these are just a series of portraits. I was experimenting, trying to make it look timeless or ageless, like it could have been back in the days of old, or it could be modern. You try to guess what ethnicity this person is by the clothes they're wearing. The lighting was very soft. I liked it. There's not much I can say about these photos. This one's called The Keys to the City. I basically am holding a pair of car keys and dangling them over Denver. Nothing too special about this, but yeah, I don't have much to say about this one. And in the next one, I just happened to be walking downtown and I saw a muralist or another fellow artist out painting, and I decided to take a picture of him. And we're coming to the end here shortly. Here's just a self-portrait. It almost looks like an oil painting, doesn't it? But I had some adjustment on my camera that made it look pixelated like this, probably like a high ISO or something like that. And we have another portrait coming up. I should have just tagged them all together, but I didn't have forethought at the time to do so. Alright, so this next photo just shows how dark y'all are. I mean that in the nicest sense, but most people I know like this photo the best out of all my photographs. You can see it's a gas mask, but if you look closely in the eyes, you can see a nuclear bomb going off. It's really dark and still, and in this next photo, it appears like this guy is walking in some odd manner on some odd platform, but this is basically the stairs at Red Rocks Amphitheater, and I just got in a weird position, so the shadows casted and made it just look surreal. And here, when I was a chef, I took a picture of me inside the catering storage room where we have all of our hundreds of chairs at a Spice of Life catering company I worked at, and it just shows all the mouths that we used to feed. So, like I say with my other painting videos, this isn't all my photographs. I have dozens and dozens of them stored away, and if I find them, I'll post them. But if you like this video, like, hit, and subscribe, and we will see ya.